downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa Bay. Playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, man open. That's Robert Foster, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Now a give right side. Gibson. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs 38. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to find Keith Kirkwood that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 26. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
Washington.
And again, it's Allen. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Keith Kirkwood, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Makes this Washington 7. Buccaneers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Shotgun now for Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got room. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, 83 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2,
as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Allen will try again on second down. And it's caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Robert Foster.
Robert Foster, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
and Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Buccaneers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady, this into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
8-yard line.
Now Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
It's Washington 21, Buccaneers 14.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Allen. Caught by Nelson left side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
J.J. Nelson.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Allen off the play fake. Throw left side complete. That's Nelson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
A gain of
Give him 30 yards there. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now a throw here, hauled in. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Washington.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. On first down, it's Gibson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a give right side. Gibson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
Number 17, Terry McLaurin.
Terry McLaurin with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And Washington going to add on to their lead.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Washington 28, Buccaneers 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
It's 2nd and 8.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Watch the twist. 26, Mike. 20. Hey, Alabama. Let's go, buddy. Let's go. No, 66. Easy.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit up. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Matt Gay.
You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Bradley Pinion.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Allen. Open man here is Foster. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts.
It's a game
as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Washington.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Keith Kirkwood in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now up to 14. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. What we got? What we got? What we got? Easy.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Brady's throw there complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Brady on target there to Godwin. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. Ozzie.
From the gun, Brady. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
26.
So after the INT, it's Brady. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. For a first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. 72.
Throwing again on second down. Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin. Third down here.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On third down, here's Jones. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
At the 15-yard line.
Brady. A quick pass here to Godwin. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Allen to throw it. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And this will be a, shall we say, a rather optimistic try here. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Tressway now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is brought in at the 21. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Jones. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now a first down carry by Jones. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2.
26 months. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw.
Complete. He finds Brady. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Brady to throw. That's going to be caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady. And the Bucs are going to take the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
To the air, Allen. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
Washington.
Throwing now is Allen. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete.
To keep.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Check. Front. Wide. Get wide. Check safety.
So that'll back him up 5. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now a give right side. Gibson. And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6. From midfield, here's Allen. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Complete.
It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Allen now looks to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that will be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. 1 final try here for Allen. And no, it's incomplete.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10
at the 39-yard line. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Wait, set, ready? Check 55. Rip. Hey, D-Line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Mike by 5, Mike 55, Mike by 5. Wrap.
Back to throw, Brady. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded at the 20. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Back to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Today's final score, Buccaneers 42.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bucs, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
their woes continue as the record falls now to 1-10. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.